Have you ever stood before the mirror and felt the face staring back no longer looks like your own? The hair turning gray, the skin lined with wrinkles, the eyes dimmer than they once were. And in that still moment, a question whispers, "Time has taken so much away. Am I still worthy of love?" If you have ever felt this way, know that you are not alone. Many people in later life carry regret, endless comparisons, and a quiet fear that their worth is fading. But the Buddha taught, aging is not a loss. It is not the end. It is the moment when the deepest, most compassionate love can blossom. Today, let us walk together through 7 teachings of the Buddha to transform aging from something to fear into a beautiful journey of acceptance, letting go, and truly loving ourselves. Teaching 1. Impermanence as teacher. There are mornings I look in the mirror and see silver strands in my hair. My body aches. My face carries new lines. At first, I felt sadness, fear, as though I were slowly disappearing. But the Buddha's very first teaching was impermanence. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one grows weary of suffering. This is the path to purity. Impermanence is not punishment. It is life's natural rhythm. Autumn leaves fall. The sun sets. Change is not an enemy. It is a teacher. Because life is short, we must love now. Because the body is fragile, we must care for it with gentleness. Because nothing lasts forever, we must release resentment and free the heart. When I stopped resisting impermanence, I felt lighter, no longer whispering, "I am losing myself," but smiling instead. I am flowing with life, and this moment is as beautiful as any that came before. Teaching 2. Letting go of the mirror self. A young monk once told the Buddha, "I was strong, handsome, but now my hair falls, my skin withers. When I look at my reflection, I feel ashamed." The Buddha replied softly, "This body is not the self. It is a garment borrowed for a time. Beauty fades, strength weakens. Cling to the body and you suffer. But let go, and you will see. True worth lies in compassion and wisdom." I remembered myself sighing before the mirror, comparing with who I once was, and every comparison hurt. But the mirror shows only the body, not the worth of a life. Our appearance changes, but kindness grows deeper. The body weakens, but wisdom shines brighter. The skin wrinkles, but the heart grows warmer. So now I ask not, how do I look, but rather, how deeply have I lived? How much have I loved? And in that question, I find freedom. Teaching 3. Compassion for your journey. An old monk once wept before the Buddha, "Lord, I feel useless. I have practiced long, yet achieved nothing. My life is a mistake." The Buddha answered, "The path you have walked, the hardships, the falls, the times you rose again, all of this is practice. Do not beat yourself with judgment. Look upon your journey with compassion. Only when you love yourself can you extend love to all beings. How often I, too, looked back in regret. I should have done better. I should have chosen differently, and each thought a heavy stone on my chest. But then I asked, if I can show compassion to others, why not to myself? I faced illness and rose again. I endured loss and still loved. I stumbled, but each time I stood up, I carried more patience, more humility. Now, with hand on my heart, I whisper, I have lived, I have learned, I have endured, and I am worthy of love. Teaching 4. Gentle speech. A disciple once came to the Buddha and asked, Lord, why do I always suffer? Is it because the world outside is so unfair? The Buddha replied, not only the world outside. The words you speak to yourself can wound you more deeply than anything else. Harsh words are like thorns piercing the heart. Gentle words are the medicine that heals. And I realized I too have spoken cruelly to myself. I am too late. I have nothing left to give. My best days are gone. Each phrase closed my heart tighter, like a darkened room without light. But slowly, I began to change. I whispered instead, I have endured much, and I am still here. This body, though weak, has carried me through countless storms. I am grateful this moment is a gift. And something shifted. My heart softened, like a dry tree meeting fresh rain. Now, each morning I greet myself, may I be at peace today. And each night I remind myself, I am enough, right here, right now. Remember, when you speak gently, your heart finds peace. Teaching 5. Making friends with solitude. After his awakening, the Buddha often withdrew into the forest. One day someone asked, Lord, do you not feel lonely, being all alone in the wilderness? The Buddha smiled and said, when the mind abides in mindfulness, you are never truly alone. The breath is your friend. The earth and sky are your friends. Even silence itself is a gentle friend. And I thought of my own life. As I grew older, the house grew quiet. Children gone, friends fewer, work slowed. At times, I felt forgotten. But one afternoon, I sat still, breathing in, breathing out. I listened to the wind, the birds outside, the beat of my own heart, and I realized I was not alone. I was being held in the embrace of life itself. From that day, solitude became my companion. It reminded me to pause, to listen more deeply, to live slowly, to connect with myself. Remember, loneliness hurts when we resist it. But when we accept and listen, solitude becomes the gentle friend who brings us back home. Teaching 6. Seeing yourself as one with all beings. A man once told the Buddha, Lord, I feel so small, so meaningless, my life makes no difference. The Buddha replied, you do not exist alone. Every breath you take is a gift of the trees. The water you drink is the gift of the rains and the earth. The food you eat, the clothes you wear, all carry the marks of countless hands. You are the continuation of all beings. Never think of yourself as separate. And I remembered my own despair, asking, does my existence matter? But then I saw, each breath carries the forest and the sky. Each meal is the labor of countless hands. Even one smile I give may ease the sorrow of a stranger. I realized I am not separate. I am a wave within the ocean, rising and falling, yet never apart from the sea. Remember, when we see ourselves as one with all beings, we no longer feel lonely or insignificant. We see that our very life is a continuation of the whole, and every breath we take is a gift to the world. Teaching 7. Kintsugi for the soul. In Japan, when pottery breaks, it is not thrown away. The cracks are filled with gold. The flaws are not hidden, but illuminated, and the vessel becomes more precious. The Buddha once said, "In life, suffering cannot be avoided, but it is through suffering that wisdom and compassion are born." When I look back on my life, I see many cracks, failures, mistakes, losses that scarred me. I once thought they made me less, but now I see those cracks are where the light entered me. Loss taught me gratitude, pain taught me empathy, aging taught me to savor each step. Today, I no longer hide the marks of time. I see them as the golden seams of kintsugi across my soul, making me unique, unrepeatable, whole. Remember, true beauty does not lie in never breaking. It lies in mending our cracks with the gold of resilience, wisdom, and compassion. We have walked through 7 teachings of the Buddha, 7 lamps lighting the path of aging, impermanence as teacher, letting go of the mirror self, compassion for your journey, gentle speech, friendship with solitude, seeing yourself as one with all beings, and honoring your cracks with the golden art of kintsugi. Aging is not a loss. It is an invitation to live slower, to love deeper, to grow wiser, to rest in wholeness. If these reflections have brought you peace, let them ripple outward, like, share, and subscribe, so we may continue walking this path together. Now find a comfortable seat, close your eyes, place your hand gently over your heart. Take a slow, deep breath in. Pause, and gently exhale. Whisper softly, "May I be at peace. May I know how to love myself." Breathe in again. Feel the air nourish your body. Breathe out, sending love outward. May all people be peaceful. May all beings everywhere be at ease. Each breath is a wave of compassion spreading from you to your family, to friends, even to those you may never meet. Smile gently, and remember, every crack in my life is where the light of wisdom and compassion shines through. I am whole. I am worthy of love. When you are ready, open your eyes gently. Carry this peace with you into every step of the day. May your days be soft and your heart steady in love.